Aging is one of the most natural and inevitable parts of life, but with the passage of time we may unconsciously adopt certain behaviors, subtle habits that quietly creep in without us noticing. These habits aren't born out of malice or ill intention, yet they can unknowingly create distance between us and the people we care about most. Often, no one points them out, not out of fear or rudeness, but because they don't want to hurt us. However, the impact is real. In this video, we'll uncover 13 surprisingly common habits that tend to surface in our later years. Habits that, if left unchecked, can slowly erode even our closest relationships. Whether it's with family, friends, or caregivers, understanding these behaviors could be the key to preserving deep, meaningful connections as we grow older. But before we dive in, like this video, and if you're new here, subscribe for more insightful content like this, and leave a comment saying I subscribed so I can welcome you personally. Habit number 1, constant complaining. Yes, aging brings its fair share of challenges, aching joints, rising costs, and a world that seems to move faster than we can follow. But when every conversation turns into a list of grievances, it can push even the most loving friends and family away. Think about it. If every time you call your friend Helen, she vents about her noisy neighbors, the weather, and the government, would you be eager to call again? Occasional venting is natural and even healthy, but when negativity becomes the default, it drains the emotional energy from those around you. Instead, try this. Share one small thing that brought you joy today. A blooming flower, a funny commercial, a sweet memory. Positivity is magnetic. It shifts the atmosphere instantly. Habit number 2, only talking about illnesses. Everyone has something: arthritis, high blood pressure, old injuries that linger. It's completely valid to talk about your health. But when every conversation turns into a rundown of aches, doctor visits, and prescriptions, people start to feel like they're stuck in a medical waiting room. Your loved ones care deeply about your well-being, but they also want to connect with the rest of you, your thoughts, your humor, your passions. One woman shared how her granddaughter used to love visiting her, but over time those visits dwindled because every moment was dominated by medication lists and symptoms. The truth is, you are far more than your medical chart. Bring in your interests, your stories, even your opinions on the latest TV show. It invites others to enjoy your company again. Habit number 3, being overly opinionated. Your life experience is a treasure trove. You've seen history unfold, built a lifetime of wisdom, and survived more than most. Your perspective matters. But when that perspective turns into rigid opinions or constant corrections, it can alienate the very people you're trying to guide. Conversations shouldn't feel like battles where someone has to win. Sometimes the most powerful words are, "I never thought of it that way." Harold, 74, once realized too late that his constant critiques of his daughter's parenting weren't received as helpful. They were felt as judgment. He thought he was sharing insight. She felt she was being attacked. It's okay to disagree, but connection often lives in the space of mutual respect. Habit number 4, neglecting personal hygiene. This one is hard but necessary to talk about. As we get older, maintaining personal hygiene can feel like a burden, especially when energy dips or motivation fades. But hygiene isn't just about being clean. It's a powerful statement of self-respect. When someone enters your home and is greeted by the smell of unwashed clothes or stale air, they may not say a word, but it could be the reason they hesitate to return. One caregiver heartbreakingly shared how her once proud father stopped brushing his teeth and changing his clothes. It not only affected his health, but it changed the way she could connect with him. A fresh shirt, a quick shower, a comb through the hair, these small acts send a big message: I still care about myself and the people around me. Habit number 5, living in the past. There's something magical about reminiscing, sharing how you met the love of your life, what it was like growing up in the 70s, or the way things used to be. These memories are treasures, but when every conversation becomes a time capsule, it can unintentionally shut the door on the present. Your children want to tell you about their new job, your grandkids want to show you their favorite videos or ask for advice. If you're always anchored in the past, you miss out on the vibrant life happening right now. Instead of only sharing stories, try asking questions like, "What made you laugh today?" Or, "What are you excited about?" Curiosity doesn't have an age limit, and staying engaged in the now keeps your relationships alive and growing. Habit number 6, criticizing younger generations. We've all said it at some point. Kids these days. Maybe their fashion baffles you, their slang sounds like a foreign language, or they're always glued to a screen. But constant criticism only creates distance. Remember, once upon a time your music was too loud, your clothes too wild, and your ideas too radical. That's the rhythm of every generation. Instead of pointing out what you don't like, try seeing what's worth celebrating. Compliment your grandson's creativity. Praise your granddaughter's independence. Encouragement builds bridges. And when you show acceptance, you earn a front row seat in their ever-evolving world. Habit number 7, gossiping or meddling. In tight-knit communities, whether among friends, neighbors, or family, it's easy to slip into gossip. But talking about others behind their backs chips away at trust, even if it seems harmless. And offering advice where none was asked, that's meddling, and it can turn love into tension. One man recalled how his well-meaning mother constantly gave unsolicited opinions about his marriage. The result? Years of strain and emotional distance. It's natural to want to help, but wisdom also knows when to step back. Let people come to you when they're ready. Often, peace and closeness come not from speaking, but from listening and giving space. Habit number 8, refusing to adapt or learn. The world is moving fast. QR codes, smartphones, online banking, it can all feel overwhelming, but shutting it out completely does more harm than good. Refusing to learn new things closes doors to connection, to independence, to joy. Embracing change, even just a little, keeps your mind sharp and your spirit young. Picture this. An 82-year-old woman takes a beginner computer class, and now she plays chess online with her nephew every week. Her words, "I feel alive again." You don't need to master everything. Just being open to trying means you're still growing. The world won't slow down, but you can still walk alongside it one step at a time. Habit number 9. Playing the victim. Loneliness is deeply real, and it can cut to the core. But falling into the mindset of "nobody visits me" or "people just don't care anymore" can quietly build emotional walls. These thoughts may come from a place of pain, but they can also trap you in isolation. Blaming others rarely brings the closeness you crave. Instead, reclaim your power. Reach out. Call someone just to say hello. Send a birthday card even if they might forget yours. Invite a neighbor for tea or share a kind word with a stranger. Taking the first step doesn't make you weak, it makes you courageous. And sometimes, those small acts of initiative can open the door to deeper connection and joy. Habit number 10. Being financially controlling. Money is more than numbers. It holds emotional weight. Maybe you've helped your children through tough times or supported a grandchild through school. That generosity is beautiful. But when that help comes with strings, spoken or unspoken, it shifts the tone. Saying things like, "After all I've done for you," turns a gift into a burden. It doesn't create gratitude. It breeds resentment. One elderly father lost the warmth of his family, not because of greed, but because every dollar seemed to come with guilt. The truth? Love is priceless. If you give, let it be from the heart, with no ledger to balance. True generosity invites closeness. Conditional support drives people away. Habit number 11, refusing help. Accepting help can be humbling. It may feel like giving up control or admitting weakness, but in reality, allowing others to help you is an act of trust and connection. When your granddaughter offers to carry your groceries, she's not pitying you, she's showing love. When your neighbor offers a ride to your appointment, it's not charity, it's community. Letting others step in reminds them they matter to you, and it reminds you that you're still surrounded by care. Pride can be noble, but don't let it stand in the way of closeness. Relationships thrive when we give and receive. Habit number 12, losing your sense of humor. Life doesn't always go easy on us. With age often comes loss, illness, discomfort, and it's easy to let the weight of it all dull your spark. But humor is a lifeline. A smile, a chuckle, a light-hearted comment. These are small, shining acts of resilience. When you can still laugh at a silly moment, or make others laugh too, people are drawn to you. One elderly woman used to say, "I may be wrinkled, but I'm still spicy." And everyone loved her for it. She didn't pretend life was perfect, she just chose to stay joyful in spite of it. A light heart doesn't ignore pain, it simply chooses not to let the pain dim its glow. Humor reminds everyone, including yourself, that your spirit is still dancing. Habit number 13, giving unsolicited advice. This one is tricky because it comes from love. You've lived, learned, endured, and want to pass on that wisdom. But when advice is offered uninvited, it can feel more like judgment than help. Sometimes people don't want answers. They just want to be understood. If your daughter shares a parenting struggle, resist the urge to fix it. Try saying, "That sounds really tough. I'm proud of how you're handling it." That single sentence can build more trust than 10 well-meaning suggestions. Advice given at the right time is a gift, but presence, silent, loving presence, is often the greatest support you can give. And when people feel safe with you, they will come to you when they need guidance. Growing old is a privilege, a rare and beautiful chance to keep writing your story. But how you age matters. Aging with grace, curiosity, and kindness makes your presence feel like a warm light in others' lives. And here's the truth, you don't need to change everything at once. Even working on one habit, just one, can make a profound difference in how people feel around you. So take a breath. Reflect gently. Ask yourself, which of these habits do I see in myself? And remember, it's never too late to soften, to grow, to connect. If this message spoke to your heart, share it with someone you love. Leave a comment below. What habit do you notice most often in yourself or others? Let's keep this conversation going. And until next time, stay kind, stay humble, and stay golden.